welcome to Wednesday's Creative Cravings. I'm Bernie.
I'm Katie.
And we are here to tempt you, aren't we, Katie, with lots of offers and new techniques that you might not have seen before, and some fabulous products. We've got lots on the show tonight.
Lots and lots on the show
And if
tonight.
you've noticed again, look, soft crafts are taking over. We've got another one.
Yeah, another one.
But
They invited us back.
we have got some Papercraft products tonight
A little bit,
as well, haven't
yeah.
we? Later on, so if you stay tuned, you'll see them as well. So basically, we just want to not teach you what Creative Cravings is, but it's if someone's watching, isn't it, that they've not done even, I know obviously we soft crafters, but if they haven't done soft craft or if they haven't done papercraft before, they can learn or just think, actually I could do that, I'm going to give that a go.
Yeah, it's just a little taster into the technique and a little teaser in.
And someone might have just stumbled across this on Facebook and or YouTube as well, and or even on our website, because you can watch it in all three platforms, can't you? So, keep watching, and if you do see something, we'd love to hear your comments as well.
Yeah.
So even if you're just saying hello, where you're from, I love reading the comments back later on.
I do.
And you're seeing where everyone's from all over the world. We had some from Australia last time we were on.
We've already got somebody from Alaska.
Have we?
Yeah, I spotted.
Ooh, hello from Alaska.
Hello from Alaska.
Or to Alaska.
Is it cold?
It's cold and wet here.
It's cold and wet, mostly wet.
And it'll be dark now.
Yeah.
As well, a bit dreary. But we're here to brighten up your Wednesday. So, shall we have a look at what's coming up on the show?
Yes.
So, the first thing we've got here is we've got our creative panel dies. Now, I'm going to show you what these will cut through, and you will not believe the price of them.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic offer. I don't actually have these myself. I think I might be purchasing after the show for these ones.
And then we've got the Gemini Hawaiian applique dies. Now, I really like a Hawaiian quilt. It's such an amazing
statement piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it's such an amazing technique. Really quite difficult as well. But we obviously have made it much simpler with the Gemini applique dies. So we're going to take all of the difficulty out of it and make it super, super easy. So if you've never sewn before, then this is ideal for you. You can do it.
And you don't even have to sew.
No, you don't
if
even
you
have
can
to
glue,
sew. Yeah.
You can glue.
Yeah.
You're sorted. And then we've also got Sarah brought the signature range out, which is so retro, which was paper and soft crafts in there. So we've got a bit of both. So we've got, and we're going to show you everything that we've got in there. We might do a little bit more die cutting as well. We
might do, yeah.
We're having a die cutting session tonight.
We have a little urge to do a little bit more die cutting. What we probably won't be doing is any papercraft. Because,
but we can have a look at the papercraft though. There's some lovely stuff in there, and there's a lovely paper pad in there. And I am a little bit keen on paper.
Yeah, I like a bit of paper.
Yeah, I like a bit of paper.
Do you like to sniff it?
Yes. Oh, a new book.
Oh,
a new book.
Give a little bit of paper sniff. Oh, yes.
So the other thing what we've got tonight is, well, what we usually have every week is our CC ambassadors. They've multiplied. We've got two. We won't chink in case we chip them gently. So if you stay tuned later on, we'll be announcing our CC ambassador for this week, today. And we'll also be telling you all about it as well and how you go about entering to become our CC ambassador. So we do one on a Monday, one on a Wednesday. So it's exciting. So don't forget, there's not too late to enter for future weeks as well.
No.
So yeah. And the other thing as well, we've got our 5 in 5. Now just a little heads up. Everything in the 5 in 5 tonight is at least 50% off.
Yep.
So there's some fabulous offers.
Really great offers.
There's one I've already got my eye on that I'm looking for a little project over Christmas. So I think one little project might go in my basket.
To do more projects over Christmas.
Well, little projects I can. Let us know what you've got planned as well. If you're planning Christmas projects, like I'm going to have a few days off. So, but I don't know about you, Katie, but I still want to be doing something.
I'm going to be sleeping.
Are you?
I'm going to be sleeping and eating. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, Christmas
a lot of
is,
sleeping.
Christmas is a time for eating.
It's definitely a time for
Yeah.
eating. I'm going to see if I can, put on at least 3 stone over Christmas.
We'll see. I've just stopped going to the gym. Have you stopped going to the gym as well?
Yeah. Stop going to the gym and then just stuff my face.
Just,
Any excuse, stuff my face.
So let us know what you've got planned over the Christmas period, because I think it's one of them times where when everyone's off, I think you relax, because sometimes if you're off work for a week and you go back and you've got a week of work to catch up on, whereas at Christmas everyone's off, aren't there? So let us know. And if you've got any questions about anything soft crafts related, I don't know if we can do papercraft, but we can try.
We can try. We'll give it a go.
Or we can find out. Anything soft crafts, we love to hear from you. So, what have we got now, Katie? We've got a little video, haven't we?
We have got a little video about our product development to find out a little bit more about behind the scenes, really.
Did you know that we do all of our product design right here in-house? We've got our very own team of very talented designers who put together all of the beautiful dies and stamps, embossing folders, paper pads and all of the other crafty products that I know you all love. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled to see what's coming up next.
Hello! So here I am at the table, ready to do a little bit of crafting. And we have got the Gemini Multimedia Hawaiian applique dies. Now these are quite a big die. They cut fabric, they cut felt, they cut cork, they cut anything really that you would like to cut with a pair of scissors, they will cut for you. Just like our patchwork dies and our builder block, anything like that, any of the multimedia dies, these will cut through the same things and multiple layers at once. And they are a really great offer. So they're half price, which is absolutely incredible. Now, what you will notice about these dies is we've got, here's one I prepared earlier. So this design here is the tie leaf. So let's just pop him out. And just like the rest of our multimedia dies, the dies that will cut through fabric, they're always this bronzy, kind of like a rose gold colour. So you can always differentiate the different dies. So if you are a paper crafter and you are used to the silvery coloured dies, you can tell straight away that this is a die that you can use to cut through all different types of media, and set it aside from the others. Because I know, sometimes you've got a die and it might look a little bit similar to another, like the circle shape, for example, and it's just a paper die. Whereas, so that's the silver one, and then anything that will cut through pretty much anything. So our thicker, deeper dish dies are the coppery rose gold colour. So looking at this, you can see this is our finished piece cut out here, and this is our die. So if I lay it on there, you can see it's 1/4 of the finished shape. So how does that work? Let's have a little look. What you do with this one is you fold your fabric. So here's some fabric that I've already prepared. You're cutting out applique shapes. So applique shapes are by nature going to be a little bit more intricate than a patchwork shape. So in order to get them to behave, stick in place, add some fusible to the back, some whatever choice. So I'm using like a heat and bond here. So it's got the paper backing and you just iron it on. Follow the manufacturer's instructions, because some of them, depending on what type you use, you can either use one that requires absolutely no sewing and don't stitch your shape down. Those tend to be a little bit thicker, or you can use a lighter one that you're going to sew down. But follow the manufacturer's instructions, because they are all ever so slightly different. Stick it onto the back, Like I say, this one's got the paper on, and the reason that I like that is that when you cut it, when you do your die cutting, it just kind of makes it a little bit easier to separate all your shapes, because they are quite intricate. So Hawaiian applique is traditionally done by a needle turn. So each of the shapes, each of the sides of the shapes is turned under with your needle and then stitched in place. So it's very, very time consuming. The beauty of this is obviously that we are going to cut down that time to an absolute minimum, because we're going to die cut and we are going to stick it in place and then machine stitch. Now on the packaging pictures, going back in there, on the packaging pictures, the projects that we've got there, let me just pop that down on the overhead so you can see them. The cushions there, I made those, and what I did was I cut out my shape, I stuck it onto the onto the background fabric, and then I actually just quilted over the top, just with some a gridded line just all the way across, and didn't actually stitch around the outside of the shape at all. Just quilted it in place. And you know, we use these pictures, we use those cushions all the time to you know, for TV and whatever, and they've lasted absolutely brilliantly just from the quilting. So we're going to layer up our mat. Here we go, like so. Now, as with all of the multimedia dies, you don't necessarily need to use your metal shim, but you can use it, and it gives it just that little bit of extra kind of a boost, just a bit of a boost to cut through. And I do think that with these dies, because you are cutting through your 4 layers of fabric, but you're also cutting through 4 layers of fusible backing, that it just gives it that extra little bit of help. If we just angle it on there like that, so we've got a lovely evenly spaced die and fabric, and sandwich it up as usual and just pop you through the machine. Now, just like if you use quite an intricate die for your papercraft, it sometimes helps to just bob your die through a couple of times. So you just make sure that it feeds through and then reverse it back again. I'm going to go through like that. There we go. And it's quite a thick layer, but it should cut absolutely fine. So what you can just check just by either flipping it over and making sure that you've got everything cut out, and if not, you can just bob it back through again, or if you've only got like 1 or 2 little bits that haven't been cut through, then you can just leave those. But that, I think, should be all good. So then just remove it and then pop all your pieces out like so. Yeah, just be careful, because obviously you've got your paper and your sticky, so you just want to make sure, so you take a little bit of time just to make sure that you've got everything nicely flat. So I'm going to bob that one there and show you one I've already prepared, because I've already got it out. And as you can see, you end up with your applique piece and also a reverse piece. Now, this is like a true no waste method, and this was Bernie's genius, not mine. I'll admit it wasn't me, it was Bernie. But what she's done here is she's used the background, she's used the reverse, the bit that you kind of consider as your waste, as a negative image of your main piece. So you can actually make a quilt, or you can make cushions using both sides. So there's literally no waste with this, which is amazing. And then all you do is you lay it on your background fabric of choice. And then, so we'll lay it down. And if you already cut out your square of background fabric, like we've got here, and it's cut to size, then simply fold that into quarters and give it a press. So you've got some guidelines for where to center up your applique piece. And then just use the marked lines to lay your piece on, just gently smooth everything out, and then press it with a nice hot iron. But again, follow the manufacturer's instructions, because some of them require steam and some of them don't require steam, so it just depends on what product that you're using. So I'm just going to lay this on here just to give you an idea of kind of how easy yet how kind of tricky it looks, because what you've got is essentially like a little bit of an octopus. You've got all of its little arms and legs going everywhere, and so if you just lay it down and then kind of just give a gentle press, just a little gentle press, and then move on to the next piece, and again just a little gentle press just to hold it down in place, and then just keep moving round. And you can pin it if you prefer, just to keep everything tidy. You can just give it a little pin. That short applique pins work brilliantly for this, but just regular pins are fine. Either work a treat. As you can see, with a little bit of smoothing, then it sits absolutely lovely, and you're ready to go on to the next stage, which is sewing. Now, you can use basically any stitch that you like to go around the edges of this, or like I said before, you can just use your quilting. You can use your quilting to hold it in place. But I'm going to use the negative, and I'm going to stitch around with that. I've got my Stitch Pro, and we just start wherever you like. Start somewhere that kind of makes sense to you, to where you're going to finish off. And then you just take your needle and bob it down. Now, I would always say with doing any kind of applique that you want to make sure that your needle stays in the needle down position. And you can either do that by just turning the handle at the side, or by using your needle up, needle down button. I quite like to use my turning wheel, the little handle at the side, because that way if you're ever so slightly over, you can just kind of nudge it back into place. So just make sure that your stitches are all set up perfect, and then keep your needle in the needle down position and just go round. Now with this, we're just going to follow the edge of the fabric, and as you get towards the end, you want to just sew in maybe about 1/8 of an inch, so kind of close to the edge, not so close that you're literally on the edge, because what you're doing is you're trying to keep the edges of the fabric from fraying too much or getting too ratty or raggy as your project is being used. So whether it's a quilt or a cushion or a bag front, can use it for anything. We're just going to sew round, keep going. And just literally like you're drawing around the edge of your project. And it's kind of a sketchy effect. Now you can, if you are kind of a proficient sewer, or you're confident with your stitching, you could do this free motion. And I am not that brave. I'm not going to lie, I'm not that brave, because this is quite an intricate shape and I want it to look sketchy. So it's like I've drawn around with, you know, like a soft pencil or something, or an artist's pen, but I don't want it to look like I've scribbled all over it like I'm a 3-year-old, which if I tried to do this free motion, that's exactly how it would look. I'm not that good with my stitches. I'm not Lizzie. Now Lizzie could probably do that no problem. So I'm just going to go to the first edge here and then I'll show you how this looks. It's quite relaxing actually. You can also obviously do a satin stitch, and that's the one that would give it a completely finished edge, so there would be absolutely no fraying. When we had some of the projects made for TV, we had an amazing quilt that had satin stitch all the way around, and now it was absolutely gorgeous. I think it was Trisha that did it. It takes such a long time to do the satin stitch around the edge, so her patience was absolutely amazing. But it's so effective, it looks absolutely brilliant. You could also use a blanket stitch. You could also do this by hand, you know, just do a little running stitch by hand, and that way if you are completely new to sewing and if you don't have a sewing machine, it's okay, you can still sew. You could do a little blanket stitch by hand, any of the kind of edging stitches. Just, you know, sit down and have a little practice. It's not about getting something perfect, it's about trying something new, you know, and enjoying it, because what's the point in doing it if it's not fun? So let's just get to the end of here. Now just finish my stitches off and show you. Now I'm started, I kind of don't want to finish, I just want to carry on. I'll just sit in the corner and I'll carry on with this, and Bernie can come in and do whatever she likes. She won't even notice that I'm there. She doesn't need this sewing machine, she can get another one. So the more you do it, the kind of easier that it gets, and the more relaxed. You just want to sit there, shoulders relaxed. Don't hunch up. Don't be like that, because you know it's not gonna work very well. So let's get to the end of this one, and then pull that out, and you can see that you've just kind of gone around the edges like that. So it's just holding it in place. You can barely see the stitches when you've completely finished, when you've turned it into whatever project it is, and it just kind of keeps things nice and tidy. But I also wanted to show you another way that you can use these dies. Now, because obviously we made them with folding the fabric into quarters and then putting it through the machine that way. But you can also use them just as in their quarter, just like that. So that if you just cut through one single layer, or 4 layers that aren't folded, then you're going to get this nice, I mean, it just completely changes the design, I think, so because you don't get the full pieces here. So that one, I really quite enjoy that. So this is, like I said, it's half price offer. I've got the Hawaiian dyes at home, and I think they're amazing. I really do love them. They're a lot of fun. They're just a little bit different, and it's quite easy to just make something that's quite striking, but without doing anything that's patchwork, just for a change. So let's have a look at these. You've got 4 different varieties, you can see, and half price, absolutely bargain. We've got the hibiscus flower, the Thai leaf, the breadfruit, and the pineapple. The pineapple is great fun. So coming up next, we've got our Bernie. She's sneaking in. Hiya!
Hello, hello.
Hiya! Shall I put that out your way? We've got the So Retro Purse collection. These are nice, aren't they, Bernie?
Oh, these are fab. I'm looking forward to looking at these.
We're going to have a little nosy at these. And we're also going to have a little look at the So Retro Papercraft collection. Just a little quick look, because obviously me and Bernie are not the experts on all things papercraft, but you know, we're going to give it a go, and the papers are really gorgeous. They are fab.
Hello.
Hello.
I've snuck in. So I've just got a quick question.
Yes.
So Diana was asking what size square block we used of fabric to cut the dies with. Now I've moved everything.
She just moved it. She knew that was a question, and she's moved it regardless.
So I just wanted to check whether it was on the die, because I didn't want to answer on the. So the dies actually itself is 6.1 inch square, or 15.5 centimeters square. So I actually cut my blocks out of 13 or 14 inch square. So you've got that leeway, and then you've got a little bit of the extra. Negativity. The negativity. What do you call it? The opposite.
Negative. The opposite.
The opposite. Yeah, the negativity one.
The negativity one. That one.
Get the negativity
I like that
one.
Negative. It's always on a downer, that negativity one, isn't it? Never happy.
One. It's just like, it's always thinking the opposite way and everything,
always,
isn't it?
Whatever you say.
Shocking. Oh. So that's the size, that's your quarter, and then obviously your 12, you want to cut more than a 12.5, just to give you that little bit of
just to give a little bit
as well. So we had that nice question from Diana.
Thank you, Diana.
So we have our first collection. Shall we do soft crafts first?
Yeah.
Yay.
Let's do soft crafts first.
So what we've got in these is, now that one goes with
that one.
Them, but they don't actually, because you get them all. You get them all together. So what you're getting is you're getting 2. So if we flip these ones around, you're actually getting the dies to cut the exact shape out for to make the purse, which is on the front. And then this is the hardware that's coming with it. So you're getting the 2 dies and the 2, are they handles?
Clasps.
Kiss
clasps.
Clasps. It's my accent, not clasps. Clasps. That's
clasps.
posh.
They're clasps.
She's posh, isn't she? Not clasps.
Well, she sounds
get 2
it.
clasps.
She's not really posh. She
26,
thinks she's posh.
£26 or $28. So really, I mean, you can make one with the clasps that you're getting, but then this is unlimited. So if you've got some clasps at home,
already, and they're a standard.
They're
a standard clasp, 3.5
extra ones. You can make these ideal for little gifts at Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Stocking fillers.
Little stocking fillers.
If also as well, if you're a paper crafter and you've never done multimedia dies before, which what these are, what you recognise is they always this like a rose gold colour, aren't they? So they're thicker than a thin metal die, but perfect. But you can also use these.
Earlier,
did you?
Yeah.
I was listening, honestly.
She wasn't. She was having a nap.
I was listening. These are ideal, so you can cut through your mount board, you sit cardstock as well. So if you're wanting the shape to make something else, you can. So they are our first. Shall we cut one out? I want to cut one out because we've also got some fabric. Yeah. Haven't we?
Go on.
I'll just pop this papercraft stuff there, Save. come back to that shortly. So we've got the range of the So Retro fabric. There's, I don't know how many is there, Katie? I'm not, there's about nine patterns in 8 colours, is it? There's a lot.
There's
a lot. But we've got a selection here to show you. I can't reach them, Katie. Can you reach them?
I can, because I've got great big long monkey arms.
Right. So, we've got, where's my favourite one? Is it this one? This is my favourite one. This is Wheels.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Look at that. And what you're getting is, shall we do a half, so everyone can see what a half metre is?
Yeah.
So you're getting a half metre of fabric, and the width of this fabric will be, it's around 110 centimetres.
Yeah, it's about 42, 44 inches.
So that's your half metre fabric, but you're buying it off the bolt. So if you say you wanted 1.5 metres, you would get that in a continuous piece.
Yeah.
So you
But
wouldn't
for
get
our
3
American
half
friends,
inches.
a half metre is about just over or around about 20 inches. So it's a little bit bigger. So if you're
if you were working in yardage.
Yeah, if you're working in yards, then it would be about 18 inches for a half yard. So this is a couple of inches bigger. So you get a half yard with a little bit of wriggle room. So for mistakes.
So yeah, so you're getting this like the orange, it's like an orangey colour, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
quite. It's kind of like almost a tomatoey ready colour, isn't it? It's a really nice colour.
Yeah. This is the main one.
Yeah, I like that one.
I love this one. Now these are all designed by Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that. But to have that as a bag lining, even like Ali, as you know,
you and your bag linings.
I like my bag linings.
Yeah,
I do.
That would make a lovely bag.
So we're going to cut this
a
out.
lovely bag.
Could you do me a favour, Katie? In my craft bag there, I've got some purple scissors because I don't want to use our other scissors for not cutting fabric. I don't want to get in trouble.
All right?
Thank you very much. Yeah. So this one is actually made with this fabric.
Oh, yes it is.
That was quite handy, wasn't it? So right, I'm going to cut into here because in here as well we get the instructions. You know.
Oh, that's good because
we don't have to guess. Because sometimes you get things, don't you, and there's no instructions in. It's, how do I do it? You've got to work it out. And not everyone will have used a dye before.
No.
So if they're getting, say, for Christmas, a Gemini, if you're getting treated, what you're going to do is inside of here, I mean, you're not going to read it from there. No. But inside here, you've got full instructions. So it tells you what you need. It tells you then how to make it. And there's 6 steps. That's it.
Yeah, that's
really
not bad at
easy.
all, is it? Yeah.
So, can you check, Katie, how... Now, I need an outer and I need a lining.
Outer and an inner.
An outer and an inner.
So you need to fold the outer fabric in half and die cut the shape from it. Positioning the folder of the fabric on the open end of the die.
Also, I only need one piece and fold it in half. Do you think that'll be big enough? Let's have a look. It might be too big.
Find out.
Or too small. We've got plenty of fabric to play with. Plenty of fabric. See, I don't like screwing it, but I like to have it sort of neat. Not like at home. It's just what we're talking about what we're going to do over Christmas. So, you know, I said I've got that little project that I'm doing. One of the projects is to sort my craft room out again. And I'm going to have this one as a line, and I'm going to really pop. Yeah. So we can cut both at the same time because with our multimedia dyes.
Yeah, and you can also, if you like, you can add a wadding, can't you?
Yes.
If you want
or stabiliser,
like a slightly thicker one.
So
if
you
lightweight, not a big thick. No. I wouldn't use like the thick foam interfaces
you wouldn't.
For this, but just a normal stabiliser or a really lightweight wadding would be great.
I do like to put stabiliser on a lot of things rather than a heavy wadding because it still gives it shape, but it's not too bulky. And like Katie's saying, because what will happen is once we cut this out, we'll show you. You feed it into here, and then there's little holes in here that you actually sew it on. But you can put a bit of glue in it first. Yeah, I know that was a top tip from Lizzie. To put a little bit of glue in it first. And the other thing as well, when you're cutting any fabric on the fold, and you're cutting 2 lots, so I'm going to cut both at the same time, fold them separately rather than together. Do you do that as well?
Yeah.
So if you fold them together, you can sometimes get an extra bit of fabric in there. So fold them separate. Right, let's do some cutting. So I'm folding, on which fold am I doing it on?
So you are positioning the fold of the fabric on the open end of the die. So that's that end, isn't it? Because the open end of the die is this flat bit here.
So if I line up them together, and the other thing I like to do as well is use a little bit of tape, especially when you're
especially when you're doing something like this,
placing this and you've got to have it in there. So open end on there, like that.
Yeah.
And I always tape on the die and on the waste fabric. Keep it out of the way. So one in there, and we'll have one in there.
Super.
And then the same cutting plate as normal. You've got your clear plate, your metal plate, your fabric, your die cutting into your fabric, your plastic shim, and then your other clear plate. And then we'll pop that through. So yeah, so it is really...
Yeah, so you can cut out your wadding as well. I love that noise as well.
That means it's cutting. I love that noise.
And then if you're going to use the wadding, once you've cut it out, then you fuse or stitch your wadding to the wrong side of the lining fabric.
So here,
but we're not using wadding today.
Yeah. Oh, look at them. I mean, look,
perfect then,
that is a perfect cut. If I turn it round, you might see a bit of orange against my green top. It's crisp.
So crisp.
There's no frayed edges or anything, and then say we're opening it up and we're getting that piece in there.
So right, so then you pull the fabric together, fold the outer fabric in half, right sides together, and stitch down both short sides. So you're going to stitch down there and there, aren't you?
Yes, that's right.
So this is like your box corner, isn't it?
It's like a box corner on a bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to stitch
Coming
down
together,
there.
isn't it? Stitch down there 1/4 inch and then box your corners. And then if I open up, is this the right one?
Yeah.
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 If I open this up, we just like to open everything.
Open it all.
I'll say if you don't forget in this set, you're getting the 2 clasps.
Yeah.
And you're getting the 2 dies for the different shape bags for £26.
Yeah.
That's
good value,
that's
isn't
a
it?
really, really good value.
Yeah.
And then the fabric as well. Like you saw how much fabric you need to make one bag.
Yeah.
So out of a ½ metre of fabric,
you're
going to be able to cut
3,
a lot. About 20.
A lot.
Maybe,
a lot of them.
Maybe more. So I'm going to use our scissors
one.
again. So if you don't have these scissors, they're fab because you can use them on paper and fabric.
Yeah.
Which once over, I would never dream. I still cringe. Well, I don't now. I used to cringe when I first used them because I was thinking, I shouldn't really be using these. But oh, we've got a bin as well now.
Oh yeah, we have, haven't we?
We're being tidy. Yeah. Bin. Tidy.
Tidy.
We're tidy.
Tidy.
Not my room at home is not tidy.
No.
So then once you've stitched this, what we're going to do, we're going to have it all together.
Imagine it is all together.
Yeah, we're going to imagine that it's all together.
This is all together.
And then
this is inside it.
In here, there's a groove. So if I know you're not going to be able to see there, but you can see there where I'm running my scissors in there. There's a groove all the way around. Oh, sorry, is that going through? Yeah, that's like me with the polystyrene when we were doing our wreaths. Thank you for voting for me, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for not
our little wreath civilised craft wars. So then what this does is this slots into there. So if we go this way, so I'm going to be Katie's able assistant. And you see how it just slots in.
Look at that.
And goes in like that. And then what you can do, you can put, because you've got your wadding in as well, or your interface, and that's going to give that a little bit of thickness.
Yeah.
You pop a little glue in, so our Kalal textile glue will be perfect for this. And then we've got all those little holes which you'll then just sew along, little running stitch. So if you do one running stitch along and then another running stitch back as well. That's...
You can finish that at home.
Shall I take that home and finish it? Thank you.
You can have that.
I'll put the instructions in the bin.
Yeah, but they're only in the bin.
I'll get them out the bin. Yeah, we'll be too tidy. Don't throw your packaging away when it's got instructions.
Oh no, we haven't, because it's here in this die, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, so they are our retro purse.
Do you know what would be nice
collection.
in a little kiss clasp purse? She says faux leather.
Yes, we've got faux leather on the shop. I've borrowed this from the store.
She's nicked it
to show you. I did ask politely, and I've brought them over in a shopping trolley as well, so I can take them back. The one thing I want to show you in this though, can you see the widths of them? So this is obviously folded. Now we need to measure this, Katie, but what I'm going to measure it with is our 6x24 inch ruler.
Have we got that on offer?
We have. We have. So the colours we've got here is, this is the green. We've got the red. I mean, I can just see that red in a tote bag.
Yeah.
Or a little, or like a satchel, like a little backpacky sort of bag would be fab with some hardware on.
Yeah.
So we've got here as well our 6x24 inch ruler, but actually the faux leather as well is $5.99. Half metre.
20%.
That's a massive thing.
Yeah.
Given it, so usual quilting cotton's
soft as
110 centimetres, 44 inch wide. This here, now this ruler here, I'm going to hold it up so you can see. This ruler's 24 inches. Can you see? You've still got a load of space at the bottom. This fabric, because it's folded double, is 60 inches wide. So it's 150 centimetres wide. So you're getting a lot
of fabric.
Lot for your money. And this is my favourite here. This is a chocolate brown.
Is that? Oh, it's brown, isn't it? I thought it was
it's
black,
chocolate
it was
brown.
just my blind eyes.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's really
and
nice,
if you look on the website as well, there's a maroon.
It feels lovely.
Which is, I should have brought my bag in. I've made a bag with a maroon with a rabbit on. Shocking. It's beautiful.
Can't get stuff these days.
With the pink one as well, we've got the pink one, I've made a crossbody bag, and I'm actually going to be using the pink one in my demo next as well, when I demo the panel dies. Absolutely, it's beautiful, and it's so easy to sew with as well. You don't need a special needle. You can use your own needle. There we go. Just pile them back up there. So yeah, so it's absolutely fab. So where we're going to, can I give you them to pop
you can
on that side?
I'm just going to put these down here.
And the other things as well we've got on the show is our A1 cutting mat, as you can see, is spread across the table. We've got the sewing machine, the new Stitch Pro, if you're in the lookout for a new machine. Christmas, watch Friday for offers on machines and things.
Watch out for Black Friday.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So so the cutting mat is...
Oh, this is nice.
It's a great size because you can fit it on your table, you've got loads of room, and you can fold it up, and it's good as well for carrying about. So let's have a look at our paper crafting.
Yes. So this is a builder bloom. Now, I'd really like this for a applique, but it's silver, which means it's Papercraft.
It's Papercraft.
Yeah. So you can do like a applique, but with paper and build up your little flowers. Those are really gorgeous, aren't they?
Cute.
So you get five different shapes that you can build up to make different flowers.
Yes.
Really cute. And then what's this?
And then here we've got the Retro Blooms stamps. Now I'm going to count these, and I bet it says on the front, but I'm going to go through. We've got a congratulations, we've got a have a great day, you are my sunshine, follow your dreams with love and celebrate. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think.
10, yeah.
Little flowers and leaves and everything. And these are the clear acrylic stamps. So with your sentiments, there's a lot of sentiments on there as well.
Yeah, a lot of those, yeah.
And this collection as well, it's just the same price as the soft grass one, the purses, £26 for everything we've shown here. everything you're getting.
That's a good deal, isn't it? So this is a floral frame. What does this do?
Embossing folder. Do you want me to show you?
So this
I can use an embossing folder.
Can you?
Yeah. Shall we do it?
Yeah.
I'm going to show. Can I do it on this paper, or will I need to get some card?
Ask me. I ain't got.
Oh, hang on. So let me show you the paper pad first, then. So on here you're getting, how many sheets are we getting in here?
A lot.
Oh, is it 48? 16 beautiful designs, and there'll be
48. Yeah,
48
single-sided sheets.
So basically, these actually match. Oh no, I've seen our team do this live. I'm going to try and do it. My chair's moving. I'm not going to be very good at this. I want to flick these. So these actually match the fabric, the So Retro fabric as well. So if you're doing both crafts, you can make your cards using, or your boxes or whatever you're making with your paper and your cards.
You could also make like tags and stuff.
And the tags, and then you can use bits of fabric on as well.
Yeah.
So these, I mean, but they match perfectly.
Yeah.
The actual.
They're really
fabric.
gorgeous, aren't they?
Is this the squash spiders, Lizzie? I know as Lizzie's watching, Lizzie's favourite description of this was squash spiders. And there's the mane. So you can see the match. There's the grid. The sunglasses, Lizzie's sunglasses. I can remember Lizzie's descriptions better than the
real one.
That's the pink grid as well. And that's the mane as well. So you're getting all of these for £26. So you're getting the paper pad, you're getting the embossing folder, and you're getting the stamps
and the dies.
And you get dies. So I'm going to pick a paper and I'm going to have a go at the embossing folder. So I'm going to pick, this is the pink grid. So, right, I just need to cut this down. You'd be impressed with this if I do this, won't you?
Yeah, because I haven't got a clue what it's doing.
I just need to make sure.
I did a demo once for a store, and the lady was buying a Gemini machine, and she was asking me all about the Papercraft dies that came with it. And I said, I'm really sorry, but I don't really know, but let's give it a go. I didn't do a very good job.
So, if I remember rightly,
one, so
I'm sure there'll be loads. If we've got any paper crafters watching, I've cut my paper a little bit sharp. That'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
I'm sure with this embossing folder, it's the 2 clear plates. I think it's the 3D embossing. You need a clear plate and the plastic shim. So I'm going to try this one. So what I've done is I've cut my card to the exact size with guillotine. She would have it nice and neat.
Guillotine.
To be honest though, when I do a little bit of paper crafting at home, I do use my rotary cutter. I have an old one that I use just for paper.
Yeah.
And I use my mat and my ruler. So I don't have a guillotine. So I'm going to pop that in there, close it up, and pop it on there. Oh, I hope this works. I'll be dead impressed.
I hope it works as well, because otherwise we look...
I know people are going to be shouting, oh, you need to put an extra plate in. Well, it's going through.
Yeah?
It's going through.
That's a start. It's a start.
Going through. I'm sure that was it. Jan taught me the difference between a 2D and a 3D. So I hope I don't let you down, Jan.
What does a 3D?
Oh yes, look at this.
Oh yeah, that is beautiful.
Look at this. Oh, and it cuts the middle out as well. It's a cut and emboss folder. Wow, for £26 for all of that. So, what do you think? How close can you get to that? Oh, I don't know how much you can. There, look at that.
Oh, that's
so
lovely.
That is the deboss side, I think. No, that's the emboss side. And if I flip it round, see if it has worked on there. But you would do it on plain card, obviously it looks better on the back. But yes, it's a cut and emboss folder. But now, you've got, is that this? Oh yes, there. Now, you've also got a perfect circle that you can use on your other projects as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Woo! Cut and emboss. So yeah, so £26 or is that $43 for the collection? So you're getting the paper pad, you're getting the stamps, which has got lots in, you're getting the cut and emboss folder, and what was the other thing? We had 4 things, didn't we?
Dies,
Oh, the dies. The Build-A-Bloom
Dies.
dies as well. Absolutely perfect. So you can put your little Build-A-Bloom dies in the centre of
I'm
there.
quite tempted by this.
It's
No.
I do have a few. I do have a few. So yeah, so that is the So Retro. So if you are a paper crafter
I'm not,
and you
but
want
I
to
quite like
venture
that.
into soft crafts,
Yeah.
or vice versa,
Yeah.
you could get both collections and get your papercraft friend to teach you,
Do you know if
and
they
your
do, like,
soft craft friend,
invites
you
and
can
stuff?
teach
They'd
your
be
friend
really
soft
nice,
crafts.
wouldn't they?
You're impressed with that, aren't you?
am,
I am as well. I'm like, it worked. It worked.
Yes, that's really,
So
really excited.
that's your
by
offer
that.
there again. So you've got that paper pad with your 48 sheets in, your stamps with all of those sentiments on as well, and the little flowers and the leaves, and the Build-A-Bloom dies, which you've got 5 dies in there. And then also you got a cut and emboss. Not just a cut, emboss and folder. So there we go. So £26 or $43. Right, so now we have our Manic 5 minutes coming up. So you'll have seen this a few times, but if you're a new viewer or a new presenter who's, well, you're not a new presenter, but you haven't done it before, what's happening now is we have 5 products.
5 products.
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
We have a minute for each product
Okay.
to sell it.
Okay.
And guess who's just arrived?
There he is.
Matt comes here.
There he is.
He's here. There he is. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Matt, come. You're getting a little fan base, Matt. Right, so I'm going to start. So
Let me
I think
think.
so. I'm going to
Okay,
go
you
first,
go
and I
first.
think I'm going to go with. So our producer Laura's going to tell us when we're ready. So are we ready, everyone? We're going to count down.
We've got
So
5
see
on the
5
clock
minutes
there.
on the clock there. It's there. 3, 2, 1,
one.
go. So I said about my Christmas project, we've got Zach the zebra.
Zach
so this
the
is
zebra.
a crochet kit. I've been wanting to crochet for ages. I'm trying to get in the box to go in. I can't even go in the box, Katie. How do I go in the box? It doesn't want to come out. Ah! So you're getting stuffing. You're getting the wool. Oh, that wool's good quality. Oh, more wool. And wow, look at the crochet hook you're getting. So what price is on this one, Katie? I haven't got the price.
It is £5.99.
$5.99,
You
so you're
save
getting
60%.
Crochet hook in there. You're getting full instructions as well. In here, I'm going to show you all of the instructions and all pictorial instructions as well to help you guide it through. 2 sides of that. You're getting 2 wool needles in there. You're getting the eyes, the safety eyes. You're getting the little stitch markers as well. So for $5.99, perfect stocking filler. Or like me, I'm going to have one for my Christmas project over
Make me
Christmas
one.
and New Year. No, I'll make 2.
Oh, embroidery kit we've got here. So we have the Dream Big. It is only $3.89 or $5, saving 70%.
Wow.
So I had these, I had different ones. Did I have this one? No, I had different ones on the show the other week. I had the cat, and I was quite surprised as what you get in it. So for £3.89, you've got loads of stitches there, loads of different stitches, and they talk you through it. I'm not very good at embroidery, and it was really easy to understand. You have got a embroidery hoop. You've got a load of different threads, and there's loads of different colours of there.
$3.89.
$3.89. You've got a needle.
$3.89.
You've got a little needle in there as well, which was great because it's got a big eye, which is good when you've got blind eyes like me. And you also get
Rip it, Katie, rip it.
Rip it. You've got the design already printed there on the fabric. Fantastic.
So next we've got the geometric quilting stencils. I've ripped the packet again.
Of course you have.
So in here you get in one stencil. Now these are what you can use. These as your heat erasable pens or your chalk markers. And you go on. We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4. You're getting instructions on the back of the packet. So you're getting the full design there, you're getting the border designs, you're getting the individual flower designs, you're getting this like a wheel design that you can double up to make your borders, and then you can put them all together on the 12-inch stencil. These are all 6-inch squares, so you lie them onto your quilt, You get your heat erasable pens, which you've also got on the show today. You're going to draw through your stencil onto your quilt, and then you're going to do your free motion stitching round. £5.19.
£5.19.
Absolutely perfect. For 4 stencils, you will pay that for 1 stencil. You're getting 4. You're getting 3 square ones, and then you're getting the border one as well.
Wow, that is great, that, isn't it?
Fabulous
really
offer.
Great. Oh, glitter fabric. Look at this. I'm gonna get this out. So this is half price. Can you believe it?
This is my favourite colour as well. Look at it.
Look at it. You know, it's Christmas. Let's get this. This is. I don't think you can see too well on there, but this is a really great pink. It's like the brightest pink ever. It's so glittery. It's so nice to sew as well, isn't it?
It is.
It's really easy to sew. Cuts really nicely. It cuts great with the multimedia dies with the Gemini. It's just it's so sparkly. $5, $10, half price.
The gold. I used it in the gold with that applique.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? It was
Hawaiian
great.
dye as
yeah,
well.
Looked fantastic. Quick.
So now we've got So Inspired 16. £5.
£5. Half price.
What's in the box? What's in the box? So you're getting the magazine I'm going to look at in a second. You're getting a stencil. Now in the stencil you're getting hexagons in there, and you're also getting the flip of the foot, the head, the tail, which makes Tommy the turtle, whatever you're going to call him.
Oh.
But also you're getting a fat quarter of fabric. And now feel this, Katie, feel the quality of that.
Oh, it's lovely, that, isn't it? It's
beautiful.
Gorgeous. It's
You're
nice
getting
design,
the fat quarter of fabric. You're also getting the Happy Camper picnic set. So in here you're getting the honestly, that bag there is massive when you see the size of it.
Look at that. Let's have a little look at that.
You're getting the food carry, you're getting the packet out. Oh, go on then. So you're getting the tissue packet. Ideal to use our pattern spray on that as well once you cut it out. You're getting the full instructions on there. And then in the magazine, wow, we have got
so much.
Hawaiian dyes.
Look at that.
We've got the circle bag, we've got macrame, if you've not tried that before. You've got pin cushions, you've got bags, you've got
5, 4,
all the full instructions. There's the little turtle.
1.
You've got a yogurt by Katie.
I made that.
There's Katie, look, there's Katie. Oh, am I allowed to stop now?
Yeah.
I'll show you our picture again.
Oh God, that's me with blonde hair.
You've got blonde hair.
Blonde hair was
Katie
before.
used to have blonde hair, look. She's gone platinum. Platinum. Yeah, so that's our 5 in 5. So £5 for the magazine. I mean that. How many projects? There's 34 projects in there. The pattern pack, everything.
Forgotten about that.
Any of those items, perfect. So, how many of you are in a Secret Santa at work, and you need a gift, and the cap's £5? Does it matter?
Know what you're getting, Bernie?
I'm getting So Inspired 16. But the perfect stocking fillers. And even to put in your stash, I mean, you'll pay, if you're getting the fabric and stencils, if you're getting the embroidery kit, you're getting that hoop to keep.
Yeah.
So the absolute bargains. Now, all those prices you're seeing today, obviously, that's not the price you're going to pay if you're a Club Inspire member.
Nope.
So here's our Sarah to tell you all about you need to be a member of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Hello, we're back. So if you're not a member of Club Inspire, do head over the website and find out. I'm a member, and you definitely need to be a member because the offers you get are fantastic, as Sarah's just explained there. So now, we've had a bit of a tidy. I won't show you the floor. A little bit messy on the floor, but we'll tidy up before we go. So the first thing we're going to do is show you our panel dies. Now, the offers on these are absolutely amazing. We've got 3 different sets for you to choose from. So the first set here, this is actually £6.50. £6.50. And you're getting 2 of these panel dies. And I'm going to show you how we cut them and talk you through them. And I'm actually going to make a little project as well. So with this first set here, £6.50, we've got the 2. So let me just check the names of these. So we've got the honeycomb hexagon and the ellipse. Now what these are, again, these are multimedia dies. As you can see, they're that rose gold colour again. And you can make a lot of decorative panels with these. You can cut them out just once and just to have sort of a statement effect on something. We've got cushions on here and bags. We've got faux leather. We've got glitter fabric. If you stabilise your fabrics, if you use our fabric stabiliser, if you've used that before. I'm actually going to cut today some of our new cork fabric that I'm in love with, and glitter fabric, and some of the faux leather that we've got on the show. So that's the first set. So they're £6.50 for the 2, like £3.25 a die or $10. That's like epic. And then the next set we've got, I'm going to check we've got the correct one, is we have the chevron, which is this one here. We've got the flower. Have I got the flower? That's it. And then we've got the tessellating triangles as well. So let me hold them 3 up so you can see them. In the right way, there we go. So you're getting 3 of those. Now, I don't check that they're the same price or if they're a different price for the 3. But I'm going to double check for this 3. These are actually £10 for the 3. So we'll get the details on the screen for you shortly. $12.50 for those. So those are the set of 3. But again, for 3 dies, it's amazing. And the intricacy on these now, I'm going to turn this one around because if you can actually see, this here is the mustard faux leather and it's got a black underneath and it's been made into a clutch bag. That is actually, how close can we get on that one? That's absolutely fab. And then we've got this one here. I mean, the team who make the samples for the products are amazing. This one here is a little makeup bag. So we've got like a silver going on underneath with a little zip in there. And then this one here is actually being made into like a wristlet, like a bracelet. So there's lots of different ideas. My favourite one is a lampshade. So you actually make them cut along, and I'll show you how you go along to cut them out, and you're actually making them into a lampshade. So say those ones are £10 or $12.50. And then the other set we've got is we've got the daisy, the retro panel and the mosaic. So that's these 3. Now on this one here, the daisy one we've got here, this has been put onto a little pinafore dress. So it's been cut out of the panel, and then if you can see, there's tiny little flowers on there. The pieces that you cut out, you can actually use to then put back in, like paper piece it back in. If you see my bin under the desk is full because I was cutting some before the show, and it's lots of hexagons and little hearts, but you've got the little flowers on there as well, so you can use those. Again, you can use these in your paper crafting as well. So if you're cutting those little pieces out, cut them out in 2 different colours and piece them back in. That will be a fantastic effect. And then with this one here, if I turn this one around, we've got this one, we've got little, just little placemats in there, little coasters. So you only need to cut it out once to have that effect. And then this one has been used to cut out onto the flap of a bag as well. So it just gives that extra bit. And if you think you're making pieces like this, the extra sort of money you can put on top when you charge them, because it's giving you that little bit extra sort of pizzazz, if you like, isn't it? No one else is going to have a bag like that, just you. And again, these ones are £10 or $12.50 for the set of 3. So $6.50 the set of 2 and £10 for the set of 3. So let's do some cutting. We're having a proper die show tonight, aren't we? Proper. Right, so get them lined up. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to cut get it upside down, the chevron. This one here. So this was the one that was in that little wristlet one on there. So what I'm going to use is some of our glitter fabric. So this one, we've sold this on the ball previously, so you buy it by the 1/2 metre. So this is to show you that it will cut through fabric, because, and also I've got 4 layers here because of the glitter. I'm putting it through 4 layers. So I folded that up, and then we're back to our sandwich. So again, we've got our clear plate, we've got the metal shim, we've got the fabric, and then we've got the die facing down into the fabric. And then, oh, I'm not going to put tape on, I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to go for my clear plate, plastic shim, sorry, and then my clear plate on the top. And then we're just going to put that through the Gemini. Now these will go through your junior as well. We have got the sizes on each one. Let me check, does it have? So it's 2.8 inches by 4.2 inches. So I think the go is 3 by 6. So this one will go through the go as well. Go. Right, so let's have a look. So what I'm going to do, and I know Katie did this when she was showing you the Hawaiian dyes as well. If you turn it over, you can actually see where it has all cut. So if I take, now I'm going to peel this off so you can see sideways. This, can you see it just peeling off? And all the pieces are staying in the dye itself, so you know that they're coming out. And then there's a couple in there, they're not even stuck. So there, oh, that looks well against my top there. You can see there how clean and crisp that's cut in there. And then these are the pieces that you're going to keep. So all these little bits that you'll poke out and keep, if you cut another one of these, like I say, you could put in, if I turn that over, you can see you can piece them back in, but if you did 2 different colours, the effect that would show on there. So I'm just going to open this out so you can see the effect of these. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that, you could fold your fabric, cut 4 of these out. That's a panel on the side of a bag or the front of a cushion. You know, you've got, it's so easy. And then you're just sewing this fabric in. So there you go. So that's the chevron, and that's the gold fabric. So now I'm going to have, Katie's coming back in here later. I'll just get rid of my bits. I don't think she is actually. I'll be in trouble for leaving loads of bits all over the place. So that's the glitter fabric. So the next one is I'm going to use our cork fabric. So I brought this to you a few weeks ago. This is the Oxford Blue that was the most popular. If there's some still on the website, grab some because it is beautiful. It has a canvas backing on there. It die cuts beautifully, which we're going to show now. I'm actually going to cut through 2 layers of this. So with this one, I'm going to use the honeycomb hexagon one. So that's this one. And us, well, say us, me, because I'm a patchworker. Patchworkers love hexagons. Anything to do with hexagons, we love it. But with this one, I'm going to go through 2 layers of this. So this is really thick, but I am going to go through 2 layers of it. So I'm just going to cut it in half rather than fold it. So if you have got a thicker fabric or medium that you're using, rather than fold it so it'll spring up, just cut it so you have got the 2 layers. Right, so same sandwich again. And we're going to put that on there. Turn my plastic plate there through, and then again through the Gemini. Now while that's going through, I've got a few seconds, so I will just check the size of this one. So this is 3.9 by 3.9 square, so this one will go through your junior as well. So let's have a look. And you can hear that noise, so you know that it's going through. That's the metal going into metal. So here we go. So we'll do a reveal again. So if I turn it over, you can see, can we see? Tilt? Oh yeah, you can see it there. There you go. And let's do the, and then all of those little hexagons. Oh, it's raining hexagons. They're just all popping out. Oh, that's like bubble wrap. That's so satisfying. There we go. So look at that, we've got 2. And they just peel apart really easily. So we've got now 2 grids there that we can use. Okay. And then here's all your little hexagons, which you're going to keep because you're going to use them on a project, aren't you? You're just going to, I'm going to raid the bin later. So there we go. So that's the hexagon. And that's the cork as well. So it's showing it going through, you know, a number of different mediums. I mean, it's going to cut through your card, absolutely a dream. So, you know, if you want these designs as well for your paper crafting, you know, you can really use them, or even use them as stencils as well, to make stencils. So you're then going to go over with your, I won't profess I know of all the paints and everything and colouring things that we have, but all of your inks and everything would work perfectly. Right, so where we're going now, I've lost the die, but oh no, it's there, I'll find it. Right, so the next thing I want to cut is our faux leather. So we looked at some of the leather before that we had. This one here is the pink. So these were the ones for $5.99. There's lots of colours on there. And I say, to get that 60 inch wide is absolutely amazing. So there you are, $5.99 or $7.99. And I love it. It's lovely and soft. You can crunch it up like that and it comes back up and it's not all creased. If you do need to iron it from the back. So it has like it's like a knitted fabric on the back. So you always iron it from the back as well on a medium heat, and it does iron beautifully. But I say I've made a lot of bags from here, and my favourite one that I put, as Katie said, I like my bright linings. I had a lovely lining. I bought some special material to go with this pink to make a crossover bag, and it's my favourite bag and I love it. So I'm now going to the other set that we have, and I'm going to use the daisy, and I'm actually going to make a little project as well. So I'm going to show you how we cut this one. So again, I'm going to cut 2 layers of this one, but this time I'm only going to cut 1 layer at a time, because what I'm going to show you is how you continue it up your piece of fabric. So we'll pretend we've got a big piece. We're making a mini lampshade here. So we've got our piece on there. So you're going to position your piece where you want it to be. And let's cut that one out. And then what I'll show you is how you move it along and line it back up. Dead easy. Dead easy. So I'm going to use our ruler. So I'm going to use our 6 by 24 inch ruler. So you just need a ruler just to make sure it's straight. There we go. Oh, there's a rogue hexagon gone in there. Right, so let's have a look on here. So, look at that. And they're not stuck in. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake. I'll just take, they've die cut perfectly. 4 little ones there. And then all of those pieces are all in the die there that you can use them and pop out. And these, they're like lovely little, just tiny little like long thin hearts. They're fab. But yeah, keep all of those bits. I know a lot of Papercraft, if they're making shaker cards, they keep a lot of the little pieces, the die cut elements. Right, so I'm just going to get my plate back out. Now, this is where we're going to show you how we line it up. So what you can see is what we want to do. Oh, now hang on, I'll just get my die brush out. I have brought it, I'm sure. If I haven't, I'll have to poke them all out. I have. I'm loving my die brush. So I just need to, I'm going to use my brush there. If you haven't got one of these, you need one. Because these just take all of them pieces out dead easy. I'm sure they'll be on the website. So what you're going to do is line up your piece next to the one that you've just cut. Okay? And then if you're not sure, and you need a ruler to line it up. Like I say, we've got our ruler on the show. Whoop. That you could line that up. So if you wanted it centre, so say you had a piece of fabric here and you wanted an equal distance apart, you can just use your ruler and say, right, I want to be at that mark there, just to line it up so it was flush. Okay. So once you've got it flush, this is where I'd use a bit of tape, just to make sure that we keep it in place, because we don't want it to move. And I think I'm pretty straight there. So I'm going to, again, sticking onto the die, onto the waist, and then onto the metal shim. We'll just put another one on just so it doesn't move. There we go. I've got threads everywhere now. I've been in my craft bag. Right, and then we're going to put that through again. And the size of this one, as we're cutting, what's this one? So this is 3.1 by 4.6. So again, this will go through your big Gemini, or it'll go through your junior as well. Or if you've got your junior as well and you use your junior plates, it'll fit through on those as well in the big Gemini, which I do often at home, because it saves a few seconds, and that's just more valuable sewing time, isn't it? So we're ready for another reveal. Get my tape off. Da-da-da. There we go. Now there's only 3 in that one. Let me pick them out. Get rid of them. Come out, come out. So you can see there that that actually now looks like one big massive die. So you can see how you just line it up. And then if you had a big strip as well, you'd just keep going. And also you can alternate them. So we've got this one here, which is which one was this one? The ellipse. So you could have the daisies, then the ellipse, then the daisies again, and go along and mix and match them as well. So you've got a good choice there to go through. So they're the daisies, and you just see how crisp you have. I mean, I have not got one thread at all on any of those. Not one thread at all. So shall we make a quick project? I'm sure we've got time to do it. I'm gonna, I'll just put them bits there. I don't usually make this much mess, do I? Right, so I'll finish my die cutting now. So I'm going to use that daisy one that we've just done on the faux leather. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of them. I'll keep them in order though, because I want to go back over them for you. What I'm going to do is make a little boot cover, little cake cover for my little boot. So this is just an A5, just a little boot. I've got my workings there with all my measurements on, so I'll keep them here. Oh no, I've dropped it on the floor now. I'll be all right. I'll be fine. So we're going to make a little cover for this. So what I thought we'd do is we choose one of the retro fabrics that we've got, and we want it to come behind for it to pop. So I think I'm going to go for my favourite, which is this one. So if I put that behind, so you can see whatever fabric you put behind, it pops and it just shows the image through. If I try it with another one just quickly, we'll try this stripy one. Actually, I quite like this stripy one, you know. Oh, I'm going to go with the stripy one. I think I'm going to go with the stripy one. Yeah. So what I want to do, this is the outside of my book cover. And what we're going to have is it's going to go in like that, round the back. And then if I get it lined up properly, this is going to be on the front, but we're going to have this fabric behind. So I just need to quickly cut some fabric to size. And the first thing I want to do is cut a panel just to go behind there. All right, so let's get, where have I put my scissors? Oh, I'm making a right mess. Right, so let's make a panel to go behind here. Now you don't have to be exact with this, because we are going to, now you can glue it in place or you can stitch it in place. So all I'm going to do, get rid of that thread there. So I'm going to put that the other way, and then we're just going to position that over there. Now it's not going to show, as you can see, both sides there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of our Kalal textile glue, which is my favourite glue in the world. And I'm just going to put a bit of that just along the top of there, just to hold it in place. and a bit along the bottom, just to hold it in place. Where are we at? Right. So now, what I need to do is I need to cut a piece for the lining. So I'll do this stripe again for the lining. Okay. And what you'd do is you'd measure around your book to get the size that you need. But I'm going to just, because I've already cut this one to size, I'm just going to place this on the top. And then what I'm going to do is get my ruler and I'm just going to cut round. Okay. And this ruler is great because you can fold it up and pop it in your bag. Now I'm just going to stand up for this a little bit. I will keep my head out the way, hopefully. Don't want you to see my grey hairs. I'm getting my hair cut soon. How short should I cut my hair? There's a question. So all I'm doing is just cutting round. I'm following my original faux leather as a guide. New blade in my rotary cutter. Get rid of that. Go. And then just cut it round again. And this saves you measuring your fabric twice. If you're measuring your first bit, you don't need to measure your second piece. So what I did was I measured across the width of the book. I added 3.5 inches onto each side. So what that does, it helps you get the the fold to go inside the book, and then your seam allowance as well. And then I measured the height of the book, which this one measured about 6 inches, and I added on 1 inch, so it was 1/2 inch. So you want it so you've got a little bit of leeway at the top and bottom to get it through. Right, so now we're going to sew. So that looks lovely behind there. I really like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put right sides together, and I'm just going to quickly sew around all sides. I'll just pop a couple of clips on. So again, if you're sewing with faux leather, use clips rather than pins. If you're going to pin in your seam allowance. So remember these dies as well, that we've got that first set that had the 2 in, they were £6.50 or $10, and then the other 2 where they had sets of 3 in were £10 each for 3. It's just unbelievable, absolutely crazy. And it's not Black Friday yet, and we're giving you 70% savings already. Right, so I'm going to leave a gap in the side, and I'm just going to sew now, just move my needle a little bit. So I'm going to quickly, and the thing on our Stitch Pro is we've got that needle down position, so you can get to the end and you can just leave that needle down as you pivot in. I'll check I've caught that in. There we go. As you can see, I've got the standard foot on here, and it's not having any trouble whatsoever going through that faux leather. And at this section, I'm sewing through that fabric as well. So it's not struggling or anything. So like I say, if you're sewing leather, they'll say give yourself half a chance and put a leather needle in, because that's got it cuts the fabric, like cuts into the fabric. It's got like a chisel point. Whereas with to pierce the leather, but because of the faux leather, because it's a man-made fabric, so it actually absolutely sews lovely. So what I'm going to do is sew around all these sides, and then once I've got round, I'm going to, like with anything, before you turn it through the gap, you're going to clip your corners, and then we're nearly done. I'm going to have a nice bit of cut back with a saw. So I could put this in, if Katie's not watching, so if we're buying Christmas presents this year, I might make this and give it to Katie, do you think, for Christmas? Do you think she'd like that? I think she would. Yeah, I think she would. So that might be, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Should we come back and say, I've been watching you, it's supposed to be secret. So I've got round to the other side now, and I'm just leaving that gap, needle up, cut my thread, quickly trim my corners. There we go. I hope you've all treated yourself to some bargains tonight. I know we do like to bring extra good deals to you as well. Right. And I know how Fiona was on last night and had it was the cartload show. If you're watching that, let me know what you bought, because there was some amazing deals on there as well. Do let us know as well if you are a paper crafter now, soft crafter, or vice versa, because it's nice to know what people think, and if you are enjoying the shows as well. We are. So I've got my trusty chopstick, and I'm just poking them corners out, and you can just see how well that's sewn. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness me. That affects fab. And this is the daisy one I used here, but I could have easily have used any. Could have used any of those. So what I'm going to do now is just sew my gap up. Now this time I'm going to be sewing onto the faux leather. And this is where sometimes people will need a walking foot, or the other thing as well, you can put a little bit of vegetable oil on the bottom of your foot as well. I've never tried that, but I have seen a few people put it and they've said it's worked. So now what I've done there is just turned my end in. I'm just going to put a little clip on again. Thing is as well, if you do get a pin mark in these as well, they do iron out, but it's one less thing you need to do. Right, so I'm just going to stitch up my hole close. Now this bit's going to be on the inside, so you're not going to see this. And the only thing I would say is that you lengthen your stitch when you're sewing through this layer. Alright, so through there, and I'm just going to sew along there. Obviously you'd need to give it a bit of a press. Right. So the next thing you do, look, how fab does that look? So you give it a bit of a press it from this side. So obviously you've got that faux leather there. The other thing as well, if you do need to press from the faux leather side, put it in tea towel or some fabric over the top, and you can do that. Right, so where's my book? So now what I'm going to do, get rid of them threads. These are quick little gifts as well to make, and it just gives that extra pizzazz. So I want that to sit on the front of my book. So I'm going to wrap it around my book, and I'm going to fold that in there. Is that about centre? I'll chop it there. That's it. So I'm going to take that off and put a clip in there, just to hold that in place, and at the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same on the back, so I'm just going to open that up. Oh, Katie's going to love this for Christmas, isn't she? Fold that over. And clip now. There we go. And then what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to sew down those sides. I'm going to go quick. Right. And what you want to be doing is sewing close to the edge. You could actually hand stitch this if you wanted to. And you are going through quite a lot of layers, so you just want to go quite slow. Just to get that sewn. That's it. And what I'll do is I'll do you one side and show you, because I don't think I'll have time to do both. And again, on that side. Under there. Obviously you'll be a little bit neater than me. There we go. Oh, do you know, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be a rebel because I want to finish it. So I'm going to under again. Oh, I've lost my foot pedal. There it is. Oh, I say if you find it does struggle, you can pop your walking foot on. There go. Last little bit and then it's done. And that's a quick project. I was thinking, well, I'm going to make something different because, you know, we always do a bag or a cushion. Did you watch Craig saw his cushion the other night? I went in the office yesterday and he went, woo, and he was waving his cushion at me. He was over the moon with it. There we go. So let me quickly cut my threads and then I'm going to put the bouquet in. Oh, I've got lots of threads. Be careful when you're cutting your threads that you don't trim your fabric because I've done that before and that's not good. Right, and then a little tip to put these bouquets in here. So you're going to put your bouquet like that, put one in and the other in, and you're just going to slide it in like that and slide it in like that, she says. Get in. Da da da! We've made the book. Look at that. Isn't that fab? And that is just with that one dye, a little bit of faux leather, and then the retro lining as well. It's just so effective. So I say we've got that first two sets that we've got for £6.50 and the other two sets that have each of the three in are £10 or $12.50. So yeah, so there we go. So I think our Katie, as she's been watching me, I think our Katie wants to have a word. Hi Katie.
Hello. Everyone is absolutely loving your fabric combinations, Bernie. They're loving your fabrics, loving your choices, loving the ideas that you've got. And I think we've got some paper crafters that are wanting to come over and learn how to do a little bit of sewing. So we've got these fantastic Gemini decorative panel dies, which Bernie's just explained. So the prices are from £6.50 or $10. You're saving 70% on these, and there's loads of different designs. And just like Bernie said, they will cut through all different types of materials. We have also got the Gemini Hawaiian applique dies, which I demoed earlier. I really enjoy these dies so much. 4 different designs. They are £26 or $43, saving, no they're not, they are $29.99 or $34.95. They're half price. I am reading the next one because
the next one, I'm just a whiz now.
I'm tempted
It's the So
by
Retro
this.
Papercraft collection. We were impressed.
I was.
So we've got that paper pad in there, so you've got 48 sheets in there. You've got the stamps with all the sentiments on and the flowers and the leaves. And then you've got that Builder Bloom set of 5 dies as well. And then the cut and emboss folder for £26 or $43, 25% saving, which is absolutely fantastic. And all of that fabric paper matches the fabric perfectly.
Now we've also got the So Retro purse collection. The 2 different purse dies and 2 different purse kiss clasps, which is such a mouthful. For £26 or $28, that's also saving 25%. And that's the So Retro, so same as the paper pack and the fabrics as well.
Fab.
Right.
Whew,
Really nice
I'm all over. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that.
Were you watching?
Yeah, I was
Did you watch all of it?
Well, I was having a little flick through the Facebook to see if we had any questions.
So you didn't see what?
I did get a message back about how cold it is in Alaska.
Oh, is it really cold?
Well, it's 17 degrees and I thought, oh, it's nice and warm. But no, it's not, is it? 17 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
That's absolutely freezing and it's snowing. So Bonnie, wrap up warm.
Yeah,
Stick an extra bit of wood on the fire.
Extra blanket on the bed tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's that time again.
It is that time.
Da, 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 da. Do gentle.
Gentle, don't. Oh,
Ding.
careful.
CC Ambassadors, are we ready to find out who today's winner is? It is, we need a little drum roll, Pamela Craving. Well done, Pamela.
Where's Pamela from?
Pamela's from the UK.
Oh.
And she has made, wait till you see this. Look at these little knitted Christmas puddings.
Yeah.
So we've got the felt on there, so we've used our felt to cut to make the top of the Christmas puddings on there for the holly. And they've actually got
delicious little
chocolates inside, haven't they? You might recognise the packaging on those. Yeah. And the box, Paula's made the box as well, which is and I'm not sure what collection that's from, but I can remember seeing that collection with the tartan in there. And then we've got the acetate with the snowflakes on as well. So that must be a lovely gift for someone to receive, mustn't it?
For me?
Yeah.
Nice gift.
So Pamela.
So Pamela, thanks if you can
well
just
done.
send that address.
You're going to get a mug. You're going to be our newest CC ambassador.
And another soft craft one.
And another soft crafts,
Yeah.
That bit of knitting going on. So so I say what you need to do if you want to enter and you would like to be one of our CC ambassadors. So you need to email us at ccambassadors@crafterscompanion.co.uk. So you just need to tell us who you are, where you're from. A picture of you, a picture of what you've made with predominantly Crafters Companion products, and just send them in. Obviously Softcraft or Papercraft, either. Or if you do both, one of both. If you can send us quite a good high quality photos as well.
As possible.
And obviously then we can show and everyone else and give everyone else inspiration as well. You know? And if you've entered before and you haven't won, you can always enter again.
If you've entered before and you have won, just keep entering.
Just keep entering.
You never know.
Yes. Just keep. Now,
the rest of the week
dear
is
me,
manic.
We've got a manic. We and me have got a manic week coming up. So tomorrow we've got Leanne with a Thanksgiving special cartload. So you're not going to believe the deals that Leanne's bringing. And you know what Leanne's like. She will.
Thanksgiving tomorrow, isn't it?
She will have some amazing deals. So that's at 7 o'clock UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
And then on Friday at 1 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. Eastern time, we've got Sarah and we've got Craig.
Craig's
so we've got the
coming in as well, isn't he?
Terrible twosome. Sarah's got all of her Black Friday deals. And you know what Sarah's like when she gets on and she gets a little bit excited.
Yes.
The deals
Who
get
knows
even
what
better.
deals will be on? Yeah.
She could be giving away Craig for all we know.
Yes. And then on Sunday, Sarah's back with Cyber Sunday. So 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon or 9 a.m. Eastern time. Even more deals. Even more deals on Sunday. And then Monday.
So we've got Monday 4 p.m. And in the UK 11 a.m. Eastern time we've got Monday Makers, and that is Debbie Fisher and Jan.
Yes.
Yep. So we've
and speaking of Jan, so on Saturday, speaking of Jan, well,
has she been at that again?
Yeah,
I tell you.
Yeah, shocking.
Can't take her anywhere though, can you?
Well, on Saturday, me and Jan are both going to be at the Chesterfield store. So if you're around that area, come in and pop in. So Jan's doing a demonstration, and I've actually got a class, and we're making a festive Christmas table centrepiece. And there are a few spaces left, so if anyone's interested, go on the website and have a look. There are some spaces left. It's all day course on Saturday, 10 till 4. Be great to see you. So me and Jan saying, I didn't know till the other day. I was so excited that we're both going to be there as well. So it's going to be fab. Because I've been once before, and it's a lovely, store. Yeah, haven't been to Evesham yet.
No, you need to get yourself to Evesham.
Haven't been to Evesham. And then I haven't finished though. On Sunday, I've got a little bit of a sneak peek to tell you about. So on Sunday, I'm going to the Knit and Stitch Show at Harrogate. If anyone's going, so if anyone happens to bump into me there, and they come up and say something to me, I'm going to give them a free fat quarter. Yeah, free fat
Nice.
quarter. But what you need to do is keep an eye on social media, because there's
Yeah.
a post coming up over the next couple of days. There'll be a post coming up. I will share it as well once it comes up. Hope Katie will share it as well. And there'll be a phrase on there that you need to come up and say to me. Fat quarters are limited, so if you do see me, just come and grab me. I'll be there. Me and my mum's going. We're going to have a lovely shopping day together. Haven't been to a show for a while, just for me. Usually I'm working.
So you've got them all laden down on your mum?
So,
Maybe
well,
down.
I've told
She
her.
got her backpack on.
I've told her we'll be sharing them between us. Yeah. So yeah, so
Oh,
keep
you
an
can
eye,
buy one.
and the courtesy of Aircliff Store as well. They've
Oh,
donated
that's
us the
nice of
fat
them.
quarters as well, just to give out. Just so it's something nice, and it gets
Yeah.
people talking as well.
Yeah.
So I know if you guys, I don't know if you know, if you go into a show, you find out you speak to just random people, but
You do.
crafters do,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah, we'll talk to anyone really, won't we?
Yeah, crafters do. So, which,
Great.
so yeah. So why you got anything? Are you?
I'm going down to see my mum and dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Going
you can
home.
get spoiled.
Gonna go home.
Going home for the
yeah,
weekend.
See my nephew, see my mum and dad, see my brother. So yeah, see my friends.
Yeah, and then I'm back here a week on Monday with Jan. Again, I'm not letting her out of my sight.
You and
after
Jan.
that.
People are going to start talking about you too.
Yeah, so that's it. So hopefully you've had a fab couple of hours with us. I've really enjoyed it. I've
Yeah.
got my little bookcase there that I've made,
Yeah.
and we've learned some new hints and tips and about cutting and emboss folders.
I've
I'm
learned
chuffed
what
to
a
bits
cutting
with
emboss
that.
folder does. Didn't
So
know
yeah,
that
so
before.
thank you for joining us. And so if you've got any more comments, add them on, and we'll go through them after the show and answer any questions you've got. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.